Hey guys, it's Digital and I'm floating and I found a
Back in the mine. I'm trying to find some diamonds for my lady. I didn't find diamonds, but I did find an abandoned mine shaft, which I couldn't pass up. If you're not careful at these things, very careful. You know, day 4, we're doing fantastic.
And the roof's looking pretty good too.
Day 5, I set up a farm. If we keep eating all the local animals, they'll go extinct soon. It's just a bread farm. Nothing's wrong with bread, right? Yeah, that was pretty much it. The day we spent hunting grass. Yeah, we're gonna take a few days for that bread to grow, so sorry, pigs. What is this? Good news is I have enough iron for shears, so I didn't have to kill the sheep for its wool, but I did anyway. Sorry, sheep. I have a family to feed. While exploring, I found a nearby desert temple. Shouldn't be too hard to go through this thing. With all the structures you can find in Minecraft, these ones are probably yes, too. And I know this TNT is coming. Wow, I'm also setting up a wall for day 6 was pretty productive. Torres was even more busy on day 6. Contemplating what I said earlier, we have good access to you. So early on day 7, I went out exploring again.
and don't worry, that's just my
Pretty much
iPad.
everywhere. Here I found gold on the buried treasure map. The map pointed to a spot right nearby, so I wasted no time and moved straight to it. And with just a little bit of digging, I found the buried treasure. And then diamonds. Kinda cool to think the first diamonds I found in this playthrough weren't mine. Conflict-free. Hey, would you look at that? Another desert temple. I'm gonna roll here. After adding this TNT to our collection, we got some serious firepower. But I gotta say the best part of the day was riding back home to a nice sunset. And look at that. Torres was right where I left her. Day 8, we started construction on some proper storage. It's one of the most important things in a Minecraft world. Well, obviously, it's nowhere near as important as landscaping, but it's up there. I'm taking this storage idea from my 1,000 days playthrough. I basically just put blocks of whatever I'm storing behind the chest. Looks nice. At night, Torres and I finished up the roof and attic where we'd be sleeping. Ironically, though, it took all night, so by the time we got finished, we couldn't even sleep up there. And by day 9, the house was really starting to look like something. We've still got a dirt floor, but, you know, we're getting there. But most of day 9 was moving our items from the house to the main storage. It takes a while. As you can see, halfway through, we're now distracted by all this brick. Well, we won't have 2 minutes to feed ourselves anymore. I'm not gonna cut down on the monster population by torching the place up. You're gonna like, and you're gonna like, and you're gonna like. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. I'm so excited. Finally, we get to sleep together in the same bed. Wow, that's a lot of achievements. But it's back to work on day 10. I'm expanding the farm. We'll be eating good.
Hey, for once I'm actually doing some work. Mining for diamonds. You want diamonds, lady?
Bam!
What? All the way to bedrock like a real man.
It's finally time to get rid of that dirt floor. Again, having 2 people working on this stuff makes it a lot easier. Twice as easy, actually. And before we knew it, we had a nice granite floor. A little bit better than dirt. And the rest of the day, we were mining away. I didn't find any diamonds. Torres found some, but he wasn't recording. I wasn't recording, so we only have Torres footage. Too bad it's just a 2-minute clip of her sitting in the house doing nothing.
Average day. I got lots to think about.
Day 13, I made a diamond pickaxe for the good of the realm. That's because I used it to mine up some obsidian. And with that obsidian, made a portal to the underworld and went to hell.
And while Luke was in hell, I was in the mine for about 2 days. He would come by every now and then to drop off pickaxes and supplies. Thanks, honey. Then I got to make my first diamond sword. Gotta stay strapped.
I started off day 13 but eventually we will. And honestly, I always predicted that these things.
I see. Then I have the black charger. Auntie, get the black charger. And there's an Enderman after me, really?
So, like any good landlord, we immediately started locking these people inside of defend their own houses. We might have also stolen one of their things, but don't worry about that. When I didn't have beds, I just commandeered one of the villagers' houses and stayed out all night. Well, everybody in this town is going to take quite a lot of work. I guarantee you by the end of this series it'll be beautiful. Well, that's assuming we can keep all the creepers at bay. It's a huge town, 4 or 5 houses, one farm. That's about all we have. Though all progress stopped immediately when I spotted a cat. George really wanted one.
What do you mean one? I want them all. The only reason I wanted to find a town was to find cats. I'm putting this cat in the back of my boat and I'm taking him home. You can stay there. That way you can look out the window.
The town we were just at is very close by, so on day 19, I moved to the Nether to build another portal transport system. It's pretty simple. 1 block from the Nether equals 8 blocks in the overworld, so if I go through this portal, I'll arrive right in the town. So now if we ever want to come to the town, we don't have to go across the ocean. How nice. But today I was nowhere near done with the Nether. I'm still out here exploring. And would you look at that? I got incredibly lucky and found a Nether fortress. It even had a blaze spawn. This is probably the luckiest I've ever been in any Minecraft playthrough ever. Until my sword broke. That's fine. I ran back home. It wasn't too far. But by day 20, I was back in the Nether with a diamond sword ready to kill some blaze.
And while my mother was in hell, I was tending the chickens.
Chores wasn't recording on day 21, but that's fine because it was pretty much just a day filled with chores. As you can see, I did a lot of farming. Again, we have more than enough to feed ourselves at this point, and with the new village we found, we're still making some profits. But again, that was pretty much it. Just a whole day of farming. Great fun. And I got even more farming on day 22. The land around us is pretty flat, so it's pretty easy to expand the farm.
I started construction on my beach house. I'll get one way or another.
At night, I moved the Nether portal. Like I said, my wife didn't like how it looked.
Happy wife, happy life.
Day 23, we decided to put the TNT to good use. This hill is blocking the view of Torres' beach house.
I don't have a lot of experience with Minecraft and even less with redstone, so this is going to be an explosive introduction.
I mean, it probably wouldn't have taken all that long to do this manually, but it's a little more fun with TNT. Sorry about destroying your home, Turtle. I'm still expanding the farm on day 24, and this was recorded before the trade war. At night, I worked on separating the cows from the sheep. I could feel the gang wars about to start. I also cleared out some skeletons from Torres' Let's some torches on this thing.
You mind your own business.
Sometime around day 20, we ordered a pizza, and by day 25, it got here. So while I was standing perfectly still in Minecraft, I was eating pizza in real life. It's free crop growth, that's all I'm saying. We're still farming in day 26, though. This is 100% for profit. I've already got 64 bread in my inventory. And after a short trip through the Nether, I was back in the village selling my crops to the farmer. Day 20 wheat turns out to be 1 emerald, and then I sell those emeralds to the cleric and try to level him up. Eventually, if I level him up high enough, he might sell me ender pearls, and then we can beat the game easily. Of course, there's still a lot to do on that front, but we also have more than 70 days left. Anything could happen. First thing I did on day 27 was go over the Twitter and sell all of my gold. This was up to expert, and I was able to purchase an ender pearl. We'll definitely need enders before we can beat the game, especially since the first one I used explorer, but at least now we have the ability to purchase items in the general direction of the game.
And I'm still working on my beach bungalow. On day 28, I finally put the finishing touches on my estate. It's not the best, but it's mine. No boys allowed. Unfortunately, my view is still impeded by the further.
If you were wondering, I was slaving away all day on the house making a basement. Actually, we're putting an enchanting table down here. Therefore, now we'll fight the farmer. Then I killed this innocent trader for his weeds. I do it every time. Later on, I donated a flower to Torres to warm up the new land. I also wanted to surprise her with a new sword. It has slight tree and knockback too. But when I went to give it to her, she was already asleep. Day 30, she got her hands on the sword and tested it out on me.
What? I thought you were a creeper.
She wasn't recording for day 30, but we did the same thing, clearing that far island to make sure her beach paradise had a good view. Day 31, another trader showed up. I guess he didn't hear what happened to the first guy. I tried to capture one of his llamas, but he kept spitting at me, probably because I killed his father. The llama did nothing to Torres. It was only mad at me. I could have been your new dad, but I guess it has to be this way. I mined at night and found diamonds. Whoever said you
Ma?
shouldn't do that?
While Luke was working hard in the mine, I began a sculpture. I don't know what it is, but it's art. You don't have to get it.
I was still mining well into day 32.
And I was still working on my modern masterpiece. But by nighttime, I got kicked out of our school and went exploring. I found an ocean monument while exploring, and I only knew that because Luke told me. Who needs an ocean monument? The real treasure I found were sunflowers. Oh no, I'm allergic to bees. Still sailing the open oceans on day 33. Darn. I even found some spruce trees. It's always good to have a variety of wood. I found some good loot. All around it was a good day.
I was on fire for most of day 33, but it was for a good cause. As you can see by day 34, the enchanting room is starting to come together, but I have to kill a lot more cows. We had to have a little alone time and decided to fish together on Torres' private island. This is about as close as holding your hand as I could get to in Minecraft. Day 35, I farmed all day, because that's how long it takes.
And I spent all day 35, giving these chickens my seed.
Day 36 was Torres' first time in the Nether. She wasn't recording though.
Sorry.
We were in the Nether, so we could go over to the village. It's time to fix this place up. And step one, as always, is building a wall. The town's got a lot of hills, so it's not going to be the easiest wall to construct, but the wall will help a lot. It's definitely not perfect. There's a lot of spots where mobs can get in, but at this point, it's still a good deterrent. I'm telling you, this village ain't much right now, but give us a couple weeks, it'll be beautiful. We both got up bright and early on day 37. We got to keep working on this town. Thanks to some earlier creeper attacks, there's a good portion of the town that's still considered a disaster zone. Even the Iron Golem was off having a smoke break, so we had to drag him back in. We have plans to eventually build a bigger house amongst the villagers, but for now, we're just commandeering one of these old houses. It's a little tight, but I think I'd call it cozy. All right, day 38, we're finally growing something other than bread. Today we have some carrots. Most of the job in this village is cosmetic. We're just leveling out the ground. It's very hilly, and by nighttime, I started construction on a tunnel that will connect to my big industrial farm. So on the other end of this tunnel is a big open field, and I'm going to fill it with farmland. We want the town to look nice, and with how big I want to make this farm, it could be an eyesore. So I spent all day laying my seed and breaking hose. This is only the beginning.
Please, honey, taking all my seed.
I'm still working on the thick farm in day 40. Recording this, it seems like that's all I do. Again, we can feed ourselves fine. This is all just for frivolous profits.
While my husband, the Monsanto of Minecraft, was working on his farm, I was working on my superior fair trade organic farm. Sure, it's not massive, but it's made with love.
Oh look, some totally fully grown crops. Don't mind if I do. I don't know what else to tell you guys. This farm is already pretty massive, but it's only going to get bigger. If we want to make this a bustling town, we need some sort of foundation to build it on, and this farm is just that. So I farmed through the night and only had to stop to kill the occasional skeleton. Thor studied the side of this wall all day. Very helpful. All right. This is the last day I'm going to be working on the farm. I promise pretty soon I'll be working on something more interesting like mining. We can just skip to the end of the day. Look at all that. That's a lot of farmland. It's going to take a few days for that massive farm to produce, so on day 43 we decided to just mine. We were looking at that cave and feeling pretty brave, despite all of the creepers. By the time I got back up, Tord was already hard at work paving the roads. I told you it's going to look nice. Oh, and this is also the first time she laid eyes on my glorious farm. Somehow it's wildly more beautiful at night. Again, the big farm is connected to the town by the tunnel, and on day 44 I installed some safety features, as you can see here. I know it's just cobblestone, but I think it fits that industrial theme.
And while Luke was using his cobblestone, I was using granite because I have taste. If he's not going to make it look nice, I will. But at least he spends his time making enchanted diamond pickaxes for me. Oh, this is so awesome. I can never go back.
We also started clearing out some land for a house we'll have in town. Sleeping in this tiny shack is getting a bit old, though it's still cozy. I'm laying down some more cobblestone in day 46. We're going to breed some villagers.
Again with the cobblestone?
I learned how to do this in my 1,000 days playthrough, and it's invaluable to have tons of villagers. But it is a big job. Even by nighttime, we weren't even close to being done. Day 47, I was installing a cobblestone path through the Nether for safety, but fell in some lava.
Well, that's what you get for using cobblestone.
I was okay. I had plenty of bread. Most of the day was spent on the abduction track. It's a key part of any villager breeder. Hope you enjoyed your life, farmer, because your sovereignty is about to end. We were both just working on the villager breeder on day 48. Functionally, it only has to be a large box that the villagers are stuck in and can't escape from. But we decided to put a little flair into it. Increase their quality of life. Then again, one look at the number of beds that's in this thing, and you can't really expect much quality of life. Day 49, the villager breeder will work. It's functional. It's not very pretty at this point, but it'll work. Get in the bucket, farmer. You're going to a better place.
Sorry he's doing this to you. I can't stop him.
You too, Stonemason. Your time has come. Getting villagers in the breeder can be a tricky process, but by the end of the day, I got all 3 of them in there. However, before I can make some children, I've got to do some farming. It took all day, but there's a lot of farmland. I pretty much expected this. I was farming well into the night and must have zoned out or something, because this creeper walked right up to me and exploded. I was fine, but my farm...
On day 51, Luke and I started our big happy family.
All you gotta do to make the villagers breed is give them food, because everyone likes reproducing on a full stomach. Once the breeder's set up, you can pretty much just give them their privacy. They'll work it out on their own. We did chores during the daytime, and by
Okay,
the
I'm back, guys.
It's very out of control.
Sorry for the
Day
wait.
52 began with me stalking cats. He took 5 of my fish. He was a stubborn little kitty. Oh, I've only just started my collection.
Later that day, I spotted a cat too and made sure to tie it up for her.
Thanks, honey. Cats are the best presents. My collection of cats is coming along nicely. Now kiss.
As I said, it gets very out of control very quickly. They've been in here like 2 days. There's like 7 children. Oh yeah, and they all work for me. Some of them already have jobs. Let's not we're gonna build them all into individual huts. Some job like on day 54. We made a shepherd, and if we have a big enough sheep farm, he can be pretty profitable. So I made a sheep farm. It looks small now, but I guarantee you, it'll get real inhumane real fast. The shepherd buys brown and black wool, so after borrowing the organs of some nearby squid, I was able to have 2 black sheep. And hopefully someday soon, we'll have a lot more. Oh, and I left Tori
I
alone
wish
for like
this had
5
the
minutes, and she's
ancient.
already got a brood of these cats. These villagers villagers are becoming a bit much, and I'm really not sure when it's gonna stop. We figured we'd give them some more time to breed. It might be a few more days before we've maxed out that villager breeder. Besides, there's plenty to do, like breeding sheep. Day 56, I expanded the sheep pen. It's a lot bigger than the sheep that are in there, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna fill this thing to the brim. Sleep. Sleep, my children. I did chores during the day, but I constructed villagers. It's almost time to put them in their new homes. Yeah, and that's pretty much all that happened. I mean, you want to see the footage of me farming? Didn't think so. Day 58's a big day, though, and that's because it was marked by a creeper explosion. Yeah, I realized this dirt passage was totally dumb and a waste of time. No, it's a big day because this is the first day we started building villager huts. Eventually, all the villagers in this town will live in huts similar to this, instead of being crammed in that villager breeder. And by the end of the night, we got the first one in there. A shepherd. He'll buy tons of wool. Well, I was working until the next morning, but sometimes it can be tough to get these guys exactly where you want them. Day 59, we're still making huts, and as you can tell, we're cramming them in there. All right, which one of you's gonna be the lucky villager? One of them's gonna be a butcher. He's not very profitable at the start, but if you can get him to master, he'll buy sweet berries for insane profits. These are some long-term investments. We also set up a cleric. We're gonna buy ender pearls from him, and if we ever get a ton of glass bottles, we can sell for profit. And if you would just listen, we also got a farmer. But
Hey.
for the time being, the farmer is how we make most of our money, thanks to our massive farms. If only we could sell cats for emeralds, we'd make a fortune.
Don't even think about it.
By this point, we have all the villagers we really need, so it's just time to work on some money-making methods, like the sheep. After that, I set up a pig pen near the big farm. I'm telling you right now, it ends tragically. I also had some bee trouble. I'll come back later to imprison them. I'm just glad I installed these safety features. If I didn't, this explosion would have been a lot worse. Doris wasn't recording on day 60. She spent most of the day installing flowers. Sorry, I wasn't recording for the first part of day 61, but now we have a bee. I'm a terrible beekeeper, though. My strategy involves getting them angry at me, so I chase bees and leading them when they're not. It works. I know for a fact there's a more efficient way to do this, but for now, it's fine.
While Luke was busy with his bees, I was just trying to get my cat out of hell. He was very stubborn. I guess he's living here now. Enjoy your life, cat.
Day 62 is another big day. There's a lot of production to do. This one had dreams of being a farmer, but I assure you, he'll be a leather worker. Leather worker's another villager that isn't too profitable, but eventually you can buy saddles from him, which are helpful. Oh, it's been a few days since I've shown you the sheep. They're getting pretty bad. But it's gonna get worse. The biggest thing we did was set up another hut for a fisherman in the future. I was planning on getting one in there that night, but had a disagreement with an iron golem who bopped me. That guy would have easily killed me. Jordan was already asleep.
Try and survive. And I'm not going to put keep inventory.
You're not going to put keep in here.
Because if I die,
I'm put on hard mode. Put on hard mode. It'll be more challenging.
okay. Oh, you like hardcore Minecraft.
The house is coming together. It's still about 30% dirt.
Yeah.
Despite that, it looks good. The biggest reason we're doing this, though, is storage. We were only working with about 1 or 2 chests before this. But we'll be able to build a whole storage room. We finally found a place where that diorite will look nice. In the basement. You know, it doesn't look too bad for 2 days of work. It's really going to increase our efficiency. We'll be able to store so much more stuff. We'll still got to expand the storage room, of course. It doesn't look right in a minute, but you got to know that this right here helps a ton. The rest of the day, I did some more chores. It's been a while. The farming didn't stop. You guys know how much farmland we have. However, at the end of the day, this is all going to turn into some.
You trying to kill yourself with a bow? Just do this. Just open up right now.
I was right. We've got sheep-related problems. They've already outgrown their massive pen. Sheep recharge their wool by eating grass, and there isn't enough grass to go around, so most of them are starving. Oh no, but that's not going to stop me from breeding more. Though even with the pen expansion, they almost instantly ate all of the grass available. So I made a little area where none of the sheep can go to, and hopefully this will help to keep the grass stumps up. Ah, how'd you get in here? George was in the mine all day. I just dropped by to say hi. Day 69 was wet, as you can see by the rain. And you know, I figured this was as good a day as ever to breed my malnourished sheep. The grass injector seems to sort of work. Later on, I tried to expand the grass injector, but it was pretty tough because there's just so many sheep. Well, after quite a lot of bloodshed today, this grass injector should keep my wool numbers up.
And while he was taking care of the sheep, I was just mining my
I'm
own
doing.
business.
Day 70, I made a Fletcher for the village. He thinks he's a farmer, but he'll come around eventually.
And of course, I was still mining. I had a cat bodyguard, so
I
he
think
was
I've
keeping most
used
of
all
the
of
creepers
this.
away. I had my cat
Time
with
for
me, but
me.
he became a little pussy. He couldn't keep all the creepers away, and when this one blew up, I
Yeet.
was propelled into the lava. He and I both deserve to die. The fire is an accurate representation of how I felt at this moment.
Hey, are you okay?
No!
Don't worry, we can rebuild her. We have the technology and the emeralds. We don't
It's
have
time
too
for
many
me
diamonds.
to go into the deep depths.
And broke it in on the cow.
I
several more cats. I found diamonds, she found diamonds, we all avoided lava. It was a good day. Together we found about 30 diamonds. Some of them did get swallowed up by some lava, but I guess Minecraft felt like it owed us something. If our luck keeps up, eventually we'll get some diamond armor. And we were actually driven towards that goal on day 73 as well, so we kept mining. I didn't find any diamonds, plenty of coal and iron, killed a lot of stuff too, but no diamonds.
Don't worry, honey, I found enough diamonds for the both of us. 18 to be exact.
On day 74, we had enough for 2 full sets of diamond armor. I didn't have enough levels to enchant every piece, but a little bit of fire protection will help if there's any other lava incidents. I gave Tors as much enchanted stuff as I could. It'll help a lot. Minecraft can be pretty dangerous, and I think with 2 full sets of diamond armor, we'll sleep pretty soundly. So now on day 75, we're back and better than ever, covered in diamonds. But I'm gonna be chopping down every tree in existence, at least in the surrounding area. Tors was chopping too. but
So I
she-
literally
Now,
looted
if you care,
that,
the sheeps are
all
doing
of
well.
them.
You can tell by
So
listening to the
I hope you
thunderous
like the
fire.
video, subscribe, like, hit that post notification, and I'll see you in the next video.
I can sell them to the fishermen for 1 emerald apiece. It's pretty good money.